back online at possibly the perfect moment.
That's a great time for it. Yeah, the knife is going to get it to press going, moving forwards through the cloud burst, and that's going to be spotted. Beautiful little reveal there, and a lovely flash on top of it through the back. Still, it's going to be just the 2-for-2. Kusha into the back of the site, trying to lay claim, take out a couple of these players, but Arby left standing. 140 health now, has spotted just the one player with a spot. Not in a great spot, flick of the wrist, you gotta be joking.
What a way to announce yourself. He doesn't have to be too worried.
Flash play comes down, wall dropped as well. Very similar to the prior round, the same play being made. Dash across, Buzz is deep within the site, but it is being covered again into the back of the site. The BBL players more than ready to hand it to them, but Mako, what is that? From the jaws of defeat, just pulls out two miraculous kills.
And not an expression on his face. As the hit came through, they realize that B is just completely open and that they can go back here. And this almost looks like a save round for BBL, but I think they'll give it a good college try. See if they can find a pick early on. But otherwise, it would be devastating to lose both of these rifles.
How do they want to play this one? Mako is close onto this corner. It's all about how you clear it. And that's a good covering fire. Arby swings at the precise moment to set up that crossfire. Not giving any easy targets still. Players are low enough, but a pre-fire is going to reveal the positioning in the footsteps. Makes it more. Bite off a little bit too much there. Arby didn't recontest the fight.
But now it's the perfect response from DRX. They know that there's two players on the flank. Max 3 people here. Just shove it into B.
Oh, look at Kushin. He can't even stand still. There's a pull on one side, a dart on the other. Has to back away, and the pincer maneuver right there. Brave just cannot withstand it. Bit of a sour blind there by Kushner, but still claims the kill, not before being traded out, and the spike will go down without too much trouble.
A 3-player retake here, and stacks his position, given away, brings it into a 3v3.
Yeah, ball going up now. They want to be playing this one quite quickly. Bit of a tap of the spike, trying to force good fights out of it. Again, winning a couple of them still. Just down to the one player though. Suchny, and he's given a one angle, down to that 1v1. Arby holding his ground, a quick tap once more, trying to force the fight.
This is so hard.
Information gathered, information gained. Arby must just be able to see that he's not on it, and wow, just waiting for the star to come online. Not winnable. Time has to be played, have to save the rifle.
An absolutely checkmated position for Suchny to play. Arby's almost unkillable.
All over the side to try and split this one up into the art. Split straight through main. The util is just a little bit too late. Still, Brave gets the one kill, and luckily and crucially, he will survive. So backing away to wait for the rest of his team.
Huge play inside his own smoke to avoid the flashes.
We see the lockdown being used with Zest going down. Are we going to have any other answers for it? And taking point, Kushner wraps up the round quite nicely.
Fantastic first round to get on the board there from BBL. It cost them a lot, but it was worthwhile.
Heavy presence towards, playing aggressively into B to try and contest it. Flash perfectly timed with Buzz's updraft as well to see if they can catch it onto any sort of player. Right around the corner, that's Kushner. He's making all sorts of plays. The gate crash around the side. And he's dealt with, but too little too late, honestly. 2 kills found for him.
Great kill as well from Suchny.
Beautiful.
To shut down the lurk, and BB.
It's a cute little idea from BBL as well, just off that turret contact, but...
Look at where Brave is hiding here. Does he get cleared?
Arby has been late lurking this one. Zest is at back and just walks into the line of sight angle.
Vandal diff.
Yeah. Finding the target, still Kushner TPing back. Stacks is there to try and take up a bit of this space onto the site. Another pop flash play. And you're seeing this guy just rip off heads. Unreal form by Kushner.
And the breach ult used in the 2v1. Arby is not allowed to get a sniff, not a crumb.
Now 1v2, no time remaining. And all Turco has to do is swing off the contact of Kushner. Should make it nice and easy. Lovely little offset of the movement there.
By this, bike taken out completely from DRX's economy. They're forced down onto a thrifty.
Definitely weaker weapons, but still a couple of rifles to make themselves just a bit more dangerous.
Uh-oh.
And okay, well, Dimensional Drift got a bit of that information, has to back away, cannot take the fight.
And BBL had just been barreled over.
Yeah, unable to withstand it.
Yeah, Suchny and Turco were supposed to delay there and put up resistance so that Kushner could get around and make a play happen. But it all fell to pieces.
This double flank now needs to try and get some value.
Everybody from DRX is here. Everybody, all 5 players.
And they're watching it. They are a bit of a pre-fire. Do they anticipate it? They do!
Where's the traders?
Just falling. Not quite a trade, but Buzz eventually is there. He's like, all right, guys, I'll take care of them. No problems. Kushner wondering exactly how he should be playing this one.
But he will not expect everyone to be offside. You know, he still has to clear these areas, fake the gate crash.
Time is running so low. And a flash, I think, for his own, or Stacks is just finding his face. And yeah, not quite able to really play this one out. Just not enough time to work with.
And that round had failed within the first 5 seconds, honestly. It was
because you can see Turco is in position, doesn't quite have the stun leveled, has to watch the extremity because of that alarm bot being destroyed at the beginning. But there we go, fast play, flash into the back of Halls, and Kushner, he was the target and he has been found.
4v3 for DRX, but they have Pit online. This is again going to be really difficult. The pull, great there actually from Brave. It denies the plant going down and might offer them a chance at spamming into this pit. Can anyone stop Stacks again?
That's what it's going to come down to, isn't it? A bit of a random spam. They found the one target that matters. Mako falls, and so does the pit. Any sort of hopes of potentially using that as coverage? It's all down to Buzz, isn't it, at the back to try and buy time and hold on.
That was a comical double take.
BBL need to clear Buzz out of this angle. RB, big weight on his shoulders to try and bail him out. Tap onto the spike. Do they know nobody's on this one now? Just biding their time back and forth. The dash as well into safety.
So horrible for Turco. He's just been played with.
Yeah, just nigh impossible to win.
It's like a cat with a mouse. It is just heart-wrenching to watch. There was no way that Turco was going to be able to win that one. With a player behind and a player in front, and neither of them wanting to
fake some presence into the connector. There's not much else being pushed behind it, so DRX not really biting. In fact, Stack's going for a very fast play into Pop Flash out of the smoke, one after the other. The crossfire connects with RB. Down to just 2 players left standing, a bit of run and gun in action, but ultimately doesn't do too much for them. Looks something up special, but it looks like all 5 players moving forwards. That's drone taken out nice and early. Buzz taking a tremendous amount of chip damage, just has to back away and does have the shorty available to him. This corner isn't cleared. It's a flash play, and Buzz, I don't know how much he could see in that scenario, but picks up the rifle. Revealed along B long. They've taken so much damage. Exchange of the weaponry because Buzz is the weaker player. They have all their players watching these angles.
Just read it so hard. The flash was perfect as well, but you can't exactly miss with a shorty at that kind of range.
Now just trying to take this fight. Flash is sent through to utility. What should have been a must-win round for BBL is looking
like a save, to be honest here, Bren. You're 3v5. You don't want to give better rifles to them. I know you can't really call that in the moment. You've got to believe in yourself, but this is going to be a disaster for BBL here.
Yeah. Brave spotted out, a bit of tag there, 9 health. Left alone. Has the most to do, and just as he runs out of bullets, the trade in play. Sure, BBL's answer though, in the midst of all of this now, entering the mid-round.
They're droning from so far away because they have no info. Does Buzz have the confidence to get back on the angle?
That's unbelievable.
Of course he does.
Star player taken out. It fills curtains. A nice stun to punish this one, Buzz. In an awkward scenario, an awkward position, but it needs to be a bit more behind it. A double push through with the flashes in play. Really, Turco, what can you do? Has to link up with the rest of his team now. Later lurk through, lovely flash. Buzz does get taken care of, but time is running low now. 12 seconds remaining. And a must-win round for them to stay in the map. Aslan holding down one of the angles. 5 seconds remaining, down to that 1v1. And the pull. Surely this is not the way it ends. Out in the open, and the wide swing from RB will finalize it. Up once more, but a fast play by BBL. This is something that they are known for. It's a nice hit. All of them running straight into the site. The flash into the back of it. RB forced out of position. The angles are being watched for, but a spam through the wall still. Stacks wanted to try and take these fights.
No way.
You cannot give him 3 kills here.
How has he just brought this back into a 2v2? That's absurd. I was all ready to big up how BBL had played that.
Yeah. And just like that, the damage is done, but...
You can't lose this one, Brennan. It'd be a heartbreaker.
Yeah, you certainly can't. Enough damage onto Stax that is weak. Maybe obviously not taking contact there into the turret, pretty smart, heads up, just in case it did bring him down. A bit of a crossfire being played on top of Jenny. Does Brave even know he's up here? And is it going to be the ace to finish? Not quite. Denied in the end. BBL going to be...
Wants to search for the fight in spawn.
For now, just holding the space that he's gained here. Up in Pizza, now a smoke across. Cloud burst, drop down. That's a bit of a phantom moment. Able to spray like that and get value. That's not dealt with very easily. That actually did tag up onto Zest. Buzz has to dash through to try and anchor it to the back of the site. Layers of that util being dropped down now, just making it that much more difficult for them. Dropping onto the site needs to be a trade, and Brave is there, but eventually these anchoring players dealt with.
Great work from BBL getting into the site like that. They paused for a moment.
Fast?
I don't think you can play this fast against the lockdown.
Surely
Surely not.
Pop flash play. Mako has to respect it. He's backing away.
And Mako has literally 1 HP.
Difficult task, isn't it?
Oh, that smoke is not so great for Brave.
But weapon in hand, he was holding it. Have to respect it. Look at Kushner, he's not wasting any time. Up in the air. And there it is. Clay Pigeon shooting. A nasty shot to hit. The ult into the back of the site. That is with the spike, but cleared back. A reset of the aim Zest. An absolute demonic performance. No one opening available to them. BBL not wasting any time though.
And this is a great play from Kushner.
And look at the pace. I mean, the guy has been caught. Ultimate popped off. Yeah, the Nightfall. Couldn't quite hear too much going on, but they still want to try and at least work their way into the site. Vulnerable up. Brave actually traded. It looked like he almost was going to get away with 2.
Zest not really in a position to use his Soverall to deny the plan. So this is just going to be a bit of a straight-up retake. Turco can't use his flashes here. He's just kind of stuck.
Yep, Haunt over the top. Even a dart up close. Schneer trying to go through with the jumping classic right-click. Fortunately, a couple of patches too far ahead for that one to really play out how he was hoping. And now...
You can't see a thing.
Horrible position for Turco.
Not planning for him.
Yep.
Simple
Not even
impossibility.
An opportunity. Just has to respect that knife. There was no one there to try and break that one.
30 seconds left.
TP across, flash play over and through. Now only a few seconds remaining, and it's pure instinct. Buzz takes the timing. He takes the shot. Holding up close. Right around the corner, a little bit labored there from Zest, but ultimately, after just 2 players now of BBL with time running this low.
10 seconds left.
Does not look ideal. What's going on most of the time.
And you need that jet if you're going down mid. Oh, the knife sees everything. RB with all the info in the world.
Just an amazing timing, but they still want to be committing into this one. It's going to be the swing through. Players ready and waiting. A pull inside the smoke. Just pushes them back. And all it takes is that rifle spam.
So brutal to watch.
See if he can come up with the right answer for all of us. But look at it. Any sort of pressure that's being applied. It's util being used, but answered in kind by the ultimates. Nightfall scattered across the Hunter's Fury to try and get them into the site, but the damage is done. And a wall to split them back up. Mako anchoring in position. Util flying this way, that way, holding the wall, making sure that no one can really step over that line.
Brent Mako is not human. That is a ridiculous shutdown. Brave caught out with a bit of a flash there. How quickly do they just dump all of their utility?
Yeah, a lot being used now with the smoke as well to dash through. That
Good
is
spam.
just some spam. Yep, punishing that one.
And that shuts down almost everything. DRX can't get dragged into the site because Buzz, their player that's the furthest forward, instantly fell. No possibility of being double-faced. The side anchors can sit pretty and just hold that smoke. Not exactly sure what the game plan was with BraveNat here is. Kushner could definitely take a really uncomfortable duel with Stax, but Turco's spotting really good information, and he's not going to get punished by doing that.
Seen the one, but it doesn't do enough really to drive too many rotations. Still, that's what we wanted to see from him. Kushner taking one after the other. A couple of scalps to his name, and the cleanup is there as Aslan's going to
See whether that matters later on in the round if they return to B main.
Another position posted up, but this time they do notice Operator's online, and Kushner's the one who wants to take quite a striking angle. Aslan just catching that one. Stack's going for the contact reclear. Pop flash play. And Kushner still, well, the confidence to swing out of the smoke there, but still, he's let one of his teammates die, and it's a bit delayed in terms of the way he wanted to play that.
Oh, what a misstep from BBL. And they've just opened the door for DRX to get straight back in. Brave and Turco only have ghosts. They need to go and forage.
Brave will get that rifle, but contact play. Brave has to anticipate this one. A timing could be taken. Mako was in astral form, but the angle's watched for, and there you go. The kill is found.
He just always wins those.
Yeah, so consistent.
Turco's foraging ended in failure. He's only got the ghost still. Where's the operator?
Picks it up.
Escape, run away.
Honestly, you take that, I think, if you are BBL.
But I mean, you do.
Have a close knife. I think that was the timing that DRX were waiting for, because a couple of players were just out of range of it, but
Buzz did get seen though, and
yeah, this is...
the jet is normally going to be where the push is.
Exactly, and 4 players from BBL already and waiting for this one, and look at that. Need to cut it up. Buzz does still get the damage done, still gets the kill. Eventually dealt with easily enough, and no one able to shut down that dart. Lights up the targets for them.
From prioritization of the ults. And Sojny is going to see everybody
Oh
here.
my goodness.
Oh, this would just be mowing them down.
Beautiful timing. And yeah, with only a couple of seconds left remaining, Zest, this will be a lovely prize if he can get his way out of here. But no, won't escape the clutches there.
The players are so far away from rotating and helping.
It's going to be that Astra Wall. For being used to clear through B main, just so that they get control of both those areas of the map, as they are just going to be dashing in now.
Turco is on an island.
Yeah, this is a lovely bit of util to try and push back anyone who might be helping Turco, but the back of the site buys enough time at the end of the day to try and deal with it. Bit of a play as he pushes back through. Turco still alive, and Brave with the TP into the back of the site now could provide much needed backup.
What a paranoia.
Yeah, catches onto Stacks, but pushes down right around the side. What is that? The Prowler in his hands, and still he finds the target. And timing being taken, Aslan tries to make a play, pushing out of the one side of the smoke. He's left it just up to Kushner, running around just trying to get better weaponry for this retake. He knows it's still winnable now. The Odin is in his hands. Not exactly the weapon for the job. A bit of spam down through the walls, but Stacks.
A crossfire as well between Kushner and Aslan.
Is the play to try and swing off the alarm bot or what?
You can't.
Broken flash. Kushner was okay, just about dodges this one, still holding a close angle, and there was a paranoia just to help out. Trying to reset the aim to try and catch the spray down, but the Vandal in hand doesn't quite make the best weapon for the job.
Oh
and
no!
Still DRX are just plucking apart.
It crumbles again!
Yeah, BBL looking for it, but they just swing into it! Cosmic Divide to try and split it up. And all that, look at that, just spamming through the wall to try and punish Buzz. But a nade just being dropped down. Actually trying to catch that timing. Both players now have to anchor into the back. Being dropped down, you have to bide your time, and bide the time they will, but still RB answers back. And DRX, just like that, over in the blink of an eye. Being
maybe
in that direction, but
maybe a tad early, but
yeah,
still
I
good.
This gives the option now potentially for the Hunter's Fury to be used to initiate a way in, but Kushner, what a play, what a star. 2 kills as they try and work their way in, eventually just taken out. The door closing denies the kill, still running their way up through. Jenny RB, how do you get that one?
3v3.
Sojny feels like a bit of an overheat.
No way!
How are they not claiming these kills? The refight and the spam and the spray down, all down to Stacks. Swarmed from every approach, every angle, and BBL.
Wow, it's so tense, this battle for Garage currently. Smoke goes in and Brave will realize.
Dash enabled, off to the side, and it cuts up the crosshair placement enough.
Whoa, that was
Incredibly
sticky.
laboured, yeah. Really difficult for them. A TP into the back of the site and a bit of run and gun on top. But it does leave it just down to Aslan.
And that is a gutting way for BBL to begin, because so much of how they won on Ascent was powered by winning the pistol round, right? They won pistol follow-up on round 1 and on round 13. And more so than just that, the Brave and Turco duo on Ascent was fantastic. And they're the duo that just fumbled a little bit there in terms of the Garage hold. But it was a hard one to deal with. So that's the pistol round winning this round, but no recon dart. Turco's got to provide all of the utility.
Whoa! This is absolute chaos now, but he's dropped himself down, is dealt with.
No one else on his team was ready to go, though.
Yeah, I felt like it was odd. He was just holding in that position, but...
Was that a misclick? Did he fall out of the window rather than deliberately go for it?
Now we see them with guns in their hands, so BBL, that's an opportunity, but again, look at this pace that's being injected into it. DRX not wasting any time, the back of the sides. Needs to be a one fight for Aslan, but he just does not catch it.
It's a great read from Aslan as well. Oh no.
And it's fallen to pieces. Just a bit of a miracle play from Brave as he does manage to just beam down 2 players lined up for them, but will anything else be offered for them? Has brought them into this 2v2. Now the aftershock. Lovely angle that's been forced and collecting themselves just for the moment. Now to defuse. Being stuck half on it already. It's up to RB to see if he can deny. One after the other! There's no shot.
That is unusual. Can't say I've ever seen that one before.
Be watched for though. Now that lockdown, T-Rex placing it. The Hunter's Fury is used as an answer to it, but 3 bursts eventually enough to break it. They did end up losing Brave in the process. This reflank timing is everything. Kushner trying to take an easy fight, but it won't be awarded to him. It won't be in the slightest. It has to be broken, does, pushes back, but T-Rex, they're going to be disciplined enough to realize that it could be a player. Looks like they are trying to go clear it, but not a lot else being used. No utility. That's Kushner playing off of his teammate in particular really well. Zest was just staring at the ground like a Yoru decoy for some reason. Mako just trying to pick up the pieces.
A TP all the way into the seaside. Oh, and he gets denied. Great play from Aslan Machado.
It's time enough in a round though with 20 seconds, but they know where the spike is going to be. Last known location, just in a lobby. There's only a few more places they really can go.
But every avenue is cut off to them here.
Yeah.
10 seconds left.
They have generational wealth to work with though. So DRX can definitely commit to this one.
Take these fights. Inside the smoke, a bit of spam just to try and break it up. RB, can he pull off the impossible once more? One found, but luckily the coverage is there. The smoke popped off here. Now ultimate being used potentially to fight this. The lockdown has put a dampener on it. So they still want to commit this now. Yeah, well, that's RB. Where did he find that one? Bomb popped off to the side. The Astral Wall was laid down with a Cosmic Divide, but it does little to stop again. DRX just barreling their way through onto the site.
Wow, so important that the lockdown was broken there. You could hear them communicating it. And this is now really tough. Kushner's got to deliver the goods.
And timing is everything. There's a dart into the back. He knows where one of them is remaining. It's Mako still locking it down and down to Suchny. The attacking lockdown, he can't quite find it. There's no angle in sight for him to break that one.
No. You're like, okay, we just got comprehensively, unbelievably outplayed. And hell, at least we got a map off them.
The comfort zone for them. Trying to play inside the Cloudburst. Brave. He survives for now, but not much longer. The Hunter's Fury is used to just try and clear the way.
Oh, no way.
2 kills.
Also get Aslan. There's no way.
Suchny, this is the desperation. Final round, might as well use them. The ultimate's one after the other. Doesn't get too much done. The aftershock pushing into the corner, into the angle. On the flank, Kushner. Let's get the 1 kill, but down to that 2v3.
Last player standing.
How can they make this happen? 45 seconds left and just spraying it down. A bit of panic. They have 1 round as a buffer.
Yeah.
Not wasting too much time. That's a Nana Swarm drop down. What an opening. Okay. Kushner really fighting hard for that one. Just running his way right down. And now to squeeze that one player that was Mako holding into short. Cleaned up momentarily. Faster play to still. Stacks tries to drop down to catch a cheeky timing. But
come up with good game plans because they're reading that move, knowing that there's going to be more players over towards A and hitting the weak side of the map.
Here we go. Hit coming through. Dart into the back. Dash forwards, but not enough spam damage. And look at the absolute mountain of utility. Mako is so uncomfortable, but RB returning fire. Left down to Aslan. Position is not quite known just yet, but looks like Mako is relatively aware, and that is going to be the 12th round.
Normally teams will sync that up with a jet dash or something like that to put early pressure down short.
I think he's got them contained though, hasn't he? Okay, Kushner's just trying to dash and punish. And that's a stun up, just to try and bail out Zest. To claim the kill. Brave does make it even though.
It's a good punish, and Suchni's leading the team all the way over to C instantly. Look at that,
call.
great read.
Yeah.
Great read, great call. Haven's just got so many opportunities for IGLs to show their worth, right? You see people like FNS, for example, it's like a playground for him.
Yeah. What's
And you're
associated with that?
You're getting a little flavor of this here too. Oh, Mako has got himself into a wild spot though. And RB pays for it.
Yeah, I mean, TPing into the smoke caused him to spam it. It was RB, like you said, paying for that. Unfortunate indeed, but that lockdown pushing him back. Brave just skirting the outside of it. Aslan is going to be detained, but the spike is dropped down. Now, just how dangerous does this get? With Mako low, and the money also low, it looks like the RX are opting again into that percentage play.
Yeah, and BBL it adds so much more danger to your eco rounds.
Be perfect.
C is left completely open right now.
A whole load of utility being used, including their own breach ult, which catches onto the side of Kushin. The guy is being rattled around the back of the site like no one's business. Now the swarm dropped into just the corner of it, pushes him into an unfavorable angle, and he is dealt with enough. But BBL with the rifle still swinging through. Stacks might have just put an end to it. Weaving his way into the site, and it's all down to Brave. In just a blink of an eye, it all comes down to this. He finds the one target. Little smoke drop down. Consumes it to give him the sightline angle, but Buzz will be